Okay, everybody, so before we get into today's job lead, if you've been sending out resumes, not getting any hits, it could possibly be your resume. And there's a lot of factors that affect hiring decisions, but it's worth getting a second look at your resume to see if there are any tweaks that could make a difference. Okay, so right now you can use the code GetHired25 and get $10 off any session over $30. Go ahead and check out the link in my bio and book your session today. Hey everybody, welcome back and happy Monday. I hope everybody's doing good this Monday morning. I'm doing great and you guys know why I'm here. I'm back to present you with more remote work opportunities. So since it's Monday, we're going to have part-time jobs in this video, but we also have some seasonal jobs as well that may be full-time. So basically we have seasonal jobs and part-time jobs in this video. Not going to waste your time at all. Let's get started with the company American Specialty Health. So I've featured this company on my channel many times and they often have great jobs for beginners. So if you're new to working from home, you don't have a lot of experience, check out their career section, see what they have. But today we're going to be talking about a seasonal data entry job with this company. So I'm going to navigate to their career section at the top of the page and view the current job postings, and then I'm just going to scroll down. So again, you will see the different positions that they have. Scroll, check and see which ones would be of interest to you, but we're going to be talking about the examiner. Again, this is going to be a seasonal opportunity and it is going to be a data entry opportunity, and so this position will be trained remotely and must be able to work from home in a designated work area with company provided technology equipment. And so the only thing that you would need is a stable internet connection and the download and upload speeds that they're asking for. So responsibilities are going to include entering data from MNR form and or CQE worksheets, and employees must maintain a minimum level of production of 20 MNR forms per hour and maintain quality at or above 98%. And must process a minimum level of back-end treatment forms as required. And so responsibilities also include reviewing MNR forms to be sure all information is complete, verifying member eligibility and creating patient records, checking patient and provider information on forms against information on the eligibility tape in the integrated healthcare system, inputting all required data from forms into integrated healthcare systems in accordance with MNA guidelines, including but not limited to out-of-network, administrative partial and complete denials, submission timeframe denials, network access denials, also forwards MNRs to the clinical quality evaluators for medical necessity verification, also retrieving patient files or history for the CQEs as necessary, and reviewing CQEs worksheets to make sure they're complete, inputting all required data from worksheets into the integrated healthcare system, and processing CQE worksheets in accordance to the MNA guidelines. Also forwarding the worksheets to the administrative support staff for final processing, demonstrating proficiency and eligibility verification, provider verification, and identifying and pre-screening different form types, adding new members and sequence numbers and member maintenance, researching via ASH core logs, and performing production query via reports manager, forwarding eligibility research to membership, and processing duplicate requests. And so they like a high school diploma or GED, that's required, and 2 years of data entry experience, so 10,000 keystrokes per hour minimum, and working knowledge of the computer keyboard is required. And they also want excellent listening skills, organizational skills, and the ability to multitask, and the salary for this position is highlighted here. So great data entry opportunity if that's something that you're looking for. Doesn't look like you're going to be talking to customers on the phone or anything with this one. So let's move on to our next seasonal opportunity. This one is coming from Elevation Connect. And Elevation Connect is a virtual contact center solutions provider. They manage inbound calls, outbound calls, and all other forms of contact communications. And so their career section is going to be under the About Us section. And if you scroll down, you will see the seasonal customer service admissions application support. So this position right here, they only hire from the states highlighted here. So if you're in those states, you will be good to go to work with this company. Again, this is a seasonal position to make some extra money for a few months. Okay, so getting into more details, This is going to involve gathering information, researching and resolving inquiries, and logging applicant calls quickly and efficiently, building an engaging rapport quickly with many students throughout the day, and meeting daily, weekly, and monthly student interaction goals as well as client expectations, quickly and concisely answering student questions about admission paperwork, transcripts, payment plans, acceptance, registration, mastering their communication systems, so phone, email, Microsoft Office Suite, and other internet databases. Help desk services include phone calls, emails, and chats, and helping potential students with their college application and related questions, selling the dream of education to students, and answering student questions about admission requirements, the application, technical issues. And so they'd like for you to be at least 18 years of age and be able to pass a criminal background check, be available and flexible, strong organizational skills, strong computer skills, also verbal and written communication skills. Basic computer skills and knowledge in Microsoft Office Suite is preferred. Previous customer service and sales experience, and must pass a typing and basic computer literacy assessment. And so training does start October 20th, and then they have another training date October 27th. And so training hours will be 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Friday. So you will need to adjust that to your time zone. And the hours of operation are Saturday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. Mountain Time. They have early, mid, and late shifts, and it will include 8-hour and 10-hour shifts. And 10-hour shifts may be required from 11:28 to 12:01, and shifts will include limited weekend hours from 11:22 to 12:01, and Thanksgiving is on a volunteer basis with double pay. And so here's the pay rate for this opportunity right here. It's not much, but again, it is a seasonal role. They do have other permanent opportunities, so this will be a good way to get your foot in the door with the company. This project is scheduled to conclude 12/3/2025. There may be a possible extension through 1/28/2026. Okay, so let's move on to our next seasonal opportunity. This one right here is coming from the company Results CX. They are a leading provider of transformational customer experience management solutions to 75 plus global brands, including Fortune 100 and 500 companies. And so their career section is right at the top of the page, and you can just click United States since they do have jobs, outside of the US as well. Once you scroll down, you will see different positions that they have, and we're going to be talking about the supervisor operations seasonal job. Okay, so with this one, it's going to involve directly managing a team of 10 or more agents, including the provision of significant input on hiring, appropriate discipline, discharge, and ensuring accuracy of inputs regarding payroll documentation. Also identifying, prioritizing, and coaching agent development areas, and directly managing a team of 10 or more agents. Also documenting account resolutions, issues, and general notes, and assisting with the functionality and basic troubleshooting of product or account issues for the customers. Maintaining target levels of performance required by the client, and up-to-date levels of production and procedural knowledge by being attentive to and acting upon information advised in email updates, team meetings, trainings, and other briefings. Also providing appropriate motivational techniques to promote team building and to increase team and call center morale, help maintain a good team and working environment, multitask, listen, input data, probes, and prove solutions to the agents, ensure that all agent reference materials are up to date, and undertake duties of a general nature or additional tasks as business requires from time to time, and conducting mandatory phone call monitoring and desk side coaching to ensure that all agents are providing the level of customer service that's required. And so they like consistent attendance and punctuality, experience as a mentor, and the ability to exceed KPIs, proficient knowledge of inbound contact center environments, excellent phone skills, customer service skills, analytical and troubleshooting expertise, a flexible schedule, solid verbal and written communication skills, and the ability to multitask. So let's move on to our first part-time job, and this one is coming from Byberk, and they are a small business insurance company that's part of the Berkshire Hathaway Insurance Group. And so let's scroll down to the bottom of their page, and that's where we'll find their career section. And then we will see the Claims Intake Associate 3, okay? And so this is going to be an opportunity. It's going to have a 5-hour shift. So let's get into more details. It's going to be 25 hours a week. Standard shift is going to be 11:30 to 4:30 p.m. and that's Central Time. And it's going to involve regularly answering calls in a timely, positive manner and providing exceptional customer service. Also receiving inbound calls from claimants, attorneys, vendors, brokers, third-party administrators, and agents regarding claims, making outbound calls when necessary to policyholders, claimants, and adjusters accordingly to obtain additional information for claim submission, receiving and recording potential claims by phone and email, and researching requested information using available resources and providing accurate and detailed information regarding all inquiries based on protocol, completing call notes and call reports as necessary and updating them within the claim system, recording details of comments, inquiries, complaints, and actions taken, route calls to other team members and departments, and escalate customer concerns. And so they'd like a general understanding of insurance coverage, so claimants, type of claim, must be detail oriented, paying special attention to spelling, punctuation, grammar, and information. Also have basic computer knowledge, adaptability, excellent research, and experience in customer service. So I am highlighting the compensation for this role here. So our next opportunity is coming from Invera Health, and this company right here helps to transform the patient experience and simplify the care delivery process for healthcare providers nationwide. And so they do have a part-time remote opportunity, which we can find by going to the bottom of the page and clicking on Join Our Team and reviewing the open positions. And then we will see the Patient Access Coordinator. Now for this particular opportunity here, you must be in these states to work with this company. And so the Patient Access Coordinator is a high volume inbound call position. It's going to involve answering a high volume of calls a day using a multi-line phone. It's about 75 calls per shift and it's non-stop calls. So we have to respect them for being honest about that. And it's going to involve scheduling appointments for multiple clinical sites according to client-specific protocols. Also gathering and inputting patient demographic and insurance information into the practice management system and reporting complex clinical issues to the appropriate supervisor or client partner. Also documenting call activity, outcomes, and other notes as needed in the client system, and assisting callers in navigating them to the appropriate resources. And so with this opportunity right here, this is the compensation right here. Now, new employees will be eligible for a retention bonus subject to taxes and other deductions after 90 and 180 days of employment. They'd like customer patient service skills and experience handling a high volume of inbound calls, excellent communication skills over the phone, and strong internet speed and access to a router via Ethernet cord. They will prefer 1+ years of experience with HIPAA and patient privacy requirements, 2+ years of experience with medical terminology, EHR systems, and insurance processes, 2+ years of experience in healthcare customer service or clinical support environments, and 2+ years of experience working in a call center and Epic system experience. And looking at their application, it looks like they do have 2 different shifts available. They have 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday through Friday, or 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Monday through Friday. And so our next opportunity is coming from Clio. Clio is providing life-changing care for caregivers and their families. They are a human-guided global care platform for all life's changes and stages. So when I hover over the About section, I'm able to see the careers, and then I'll click Join Us, and then I will see the remote part-time career coach with Clio. And so with Clio, they only accept applications from the states that are highlighted here on the screen. And so with this opportunity right here, it's going to be providing accurate and clear information about Clio's support offerings, delivering high quality assistance and support through various communications, so that can be phone and video calls and app messaging, actively listening to members' concerns, inquiries, and feedback, demonstrating empathy and patience while addressing their needs, collaborating with members and other Clio guides and specialists to implement and manage personalized family support plans that drive defined outcomes, addressing any social determinants of health and well-being shared by members and connecting them to available resources to deliver high-value interventions as defined by LifePaths and other documentation, and collaborating with other Clio Care team members on a daily basis to facilitate comprehensive, integrative, individualized support rooted in evidence-based best practice care. Also be live support and messaging support, content and resource development, documentation, and of course continued improvement. So for the preferred experience, they'd like training and certification in career coaching, ideally with experience working directly with parents and caregivers, group education and support facilitation and case management experience, also high quality care with attention to driving outcomes, strong interpersonal and communication skills, also the ability to work 3 days per week for 5 hours a day. Additional skills and experience to be considered would be digital health and or startup experience, and if someone is bi or multilingual. So I am highlighting the compensation for this opportunity right here. So yeah, those are all of the opportunities that I have for you guys today. You know, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave those below. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video tomorrow. Good luck to everyone who gets to apply.